Hey guys, how are my second grade friends today? I hope that you are doing well. Today we're on math lesson 113 and we're going to just be reviewing a little bit about reading bar graphs. And today we're going to be taking it to a little bit different with a scale of 2. So let me just really quickly tell you what I mean by this. So here is a bar graph, and we're used to seeing these. Remember, graphs are a way of taking information and putting it into a form that's easy for us to read or to answer questions about. So this graph, the title is Second Graders' Favorite Dogs. You will see down the side of the graph, we have number of votes. And then across the bottom, we have the types of dogs that the children in second grade were able to vote. Bulldogs, pugs, poodles, and a yellow lab. Well, let's look over to the side here where we have the number of votes. And numbers obviously are going up from 0 to 14. But what you notice about this is that when we count from the bottom, 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, I bet you realize we are skip counting by twos. Well, boys and girls, that's exactly what a bar graph with a scale of 2 means. It means that to the side where we have our dark lines here, that every time we have that dark line, we are counting by twos. So as you see, the Bulldogs, there was a total vote of 12. Very good, because it went all the way up to that line, and we can see that's at 12. But let's look at Pugs, the purple bar. If I follow it up to the very top, I will see that it's between these two lines of 8 and 6. Well, boys and girls, what number comes between 6 and 8, or 8 and 6, depending on which way you're going? It would be 7. Very, very good. Poodles has a vote of 10, and yellow labs are between 10 and 12, which means they have 11. Now, this graph has some smaller lines, kind of like what we see on a ruler, to help us. But let's look at another graph. And this is pencils sold in the school store. So we have the number of pencils up the side. Of course, the bottom would be 0 all the way up to 16, and then days of the week across the bottom. So let's just look at this graph before we answer some questions. We have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. So what kind of graph is this? A bar graph with a scale of 2, because we're skip counting by twos, and we see bars on our graphs that have been shaded in. So we don't have smaller lines this time. So let's just take a look. How many pencils were sold on Monday? Well, follow your bar, the red bar, up. 14 and 16, but it falls in between. So we would say that 15 pencils were sold in the school store on Monday. 12 were sold on Tuesday. 7 were sold on Wednesday. 10 were sold on Thursday. And 16 were sold on Friday. Everybody must have been trying to get pencils ready for their tests on Friday. So here's our questions. How many pencils were sold on Monday? We said 15, because our bar falls between 14 and 16. On Tuesday, there were 12. Wednesday fell between 6 and 8, so that is 7. Thursday, 10. And Friday, 16. Question 2, which day had the least amount of pencils sold? Well, that would be Wednesday. And which day did the most pencils get sold? That was Friday. Very, very good. Remember, we've done a lot of graphing. This is a bar graph, and today you learned how to use the scale of 2, which means you are skip counting by 2s. And we have to look sometimes for the numbers that fall in between those numbers. Remember, bar graphs can go up and down like this one here. That's vertically. Bar graphs can also go horizontally. So you may see those as you begin working with a scale of 2 on bar graphs. I hope you enjoyed this quick little review. You are free to do your guided class practice, page 113, on your own as we get ready to kind of wrap up our math. Have a great day.